Hey guys, it's Julie, designer at the Quilted Cow. Today's project is the Helpful Heifer Table Runner number 2. But first, I'd like to thank my sponsors, Husqvarna Viking Sewing Machines, Creative Grid Rulers, and Wilmington Prints. The Helpful Heifer Table Runner number 2 is one of my favorite table runners. It's very versatile. It'll fit any of your table needs. The size is adjustable. You can find it on our website at thequiltedcow.com or on our Facebook Lives on Tuesdays and Wednesdays. The very first step is to cut all of your materials out per the pattern. Once you have those sizes cut, we're going to apply our strips. To make our strip sets, you take your fabric in its 44 to 42 lengths, and we're going to sew them together to form our strip sets. So once we get our strips cut, we're going to apply them together using the complete length of the width of fabric. So let's step to our machine, start stitching our strip sets. Once you have your strip sets complete, we're going to cut our width of fabric in half so that we can apply it to the main part of our table runner. Your main is very versatile in its length, so you can adjust it to whatever your table needs. I have a round table, so this is going to be the perfect time for me to do a shorter table runner to go right on it. I'm going to trim mine to 30 inches. And you can trim yours up to 52 inches, I believe. Very versatile. It'll fit absolutely anything you need. So once you have your main adjusted to the length that you would like it, we are going to make some marks on the top so we can apply our strip sets. We're going to measure in the same distance on the top right as we do the bottom left. So for this one, I'm going to make it a little smaller than the pattern by just a few inches. Just make sure that your marks are the same on the opposite sides of your table runner. I'm going to cut that length in half and do a different measurement on the bottom right and the top left. The difference in the angle of your strip sets depends on the difference between your measurements on the top and the bottom. So if you would like a bigger angle, just add bigger numbers. You're going to take the bottom and top and line them up together. You want to make sure that when you flip it over, it's going to cover all of this material. Once you have one side pinned, we're going to run a stitch across this, and then we'll flip it to the other side and do the other one. Once you have both sets of your strip sets applied to your table runner, we're going to press it so our seams are pressed away from the center. And then we'll trim off all of our extra fabric. Okay, let's turn our runners over, and what we're going to do is trim our strip sets to match the original main fabric. So we'll get rid of all the extra strip sets, and we'll turn our runner and go all the way around, doing this for both ends. Once your strip sets are all cut off, we are going to fold our strips back so they're right sides together, and we're just going to trim along this edge to get rid of this extra main fabric. Now we have the top complete for our table runner. Our next step is to add our fusible fleece or our batting. You may quilt it as much or as little as you would like. So on this runner, I'm going to use fusible fleece. I am just going to lay my table runner on top, trim around the edges, and then I will press it into place. Our final stage is to get our backing ready to apply. So we need to trim this to size as well. So I'm going to start by laying my backing out on my table with the wrong side up. And then I'm going to take my quilt project and lay it right on top. Now with this runner, you can do it a few different ways. I'm going to do a flip binding where I'm just going to cut it the exact same size. If you wanted to do a turn binding, you could do that as well and just cut 3/4 larger all the way around your top to give it a nice finished look. We're going to stitch around the entire perimeter of this, leaving a 3 or 4 inch opening so we can turn it. Once you have it stitched, I always trim my corners to reduce bulk. Be careful not to cut into your stitching lines. And then we'll turn our project right side out. Once you have it turned right side out, we're going to give it a press on top, and then we'll run a top stitch all the way around, closing our turn opening. I always roll my seams out. If not, I tend to get points on my corners. The final step is to do a top stitch all the way around. And that is how easy it is to make the Helpful Heifer Table Runner number 2. Perfect for any size table, suits all your needs. You can find this kit on our website at thequiltedcow.com or on our Facebook Lives on Tuesdays and Wednesdays. Please like and subscribe, and thanks for watching.
Okay, you wicked cool quilters, good job. You made it to the end. We would like to thank our sponsors, Husqvarna Viking Sewing Machines, Creative Grids, rulers, rotary cutters, and mats, and Wilmington Prints for the beautiful fabrics. Thanks for watching.